Hi, I'm Walt Longfellow, owner of Fuller's Market in West Gardiner. Around this time of year, the Christmas season, the holiday season, we get a lot of requests for bone-in rib, bone-in rib roast, or prime standing rib, Delmonico roast. It goes by those different names. But what it is right here. It's a bone-in ribeye. It makes a great roast, and it's really a favorite of a lot of holiday festivities or centerpieces. This is a whole piece, as you can see. It's a 7 rib roast, weighs around 20 pounds. We sell these by the whole piece, like this, and you get a much better price than if you buy just a little piece. We'll cut it up any way you like, no extra charge. So what I'm going to do, a lot of people like to have this, the bone taken off and then retied. They call it a boned and tied rib roast. And the reason they want the bone back on there, as you probably know, is it does give really nice flavor to the meat. But when we take it off and then tie it back on, once you've cooked it, the bone is already cut. So all you have to do is peel the bone off after you cut the string, and then the meat is ready to serve. It's a really, really great roast. If we want to talk about serving size for a minute, this is, like I said, a bone-in roast. Usually you figure 1 pound or pound and a half per person if it's a bone-in meat. So you want to, if they're all adults, you want to lean towards the 1.5 pounds per serving. If you're having a boneless roast, which we also carry a lot of boneless ribeyes, then it's 1/2 to 3/4 of a pound per person. And again, we'll cut that any size you like, tie it, and a little later we'll talk about putting some spice on it for you. We do that, no extra charge also. So I'm going to cut this bone-in rib. Like I said, it weighs about 20 pounds, and you can buy it in any size that you like. It's a really, really tender roast, and you'll find our prices are really competitive. Check that out. That's a really nice roast. It's got lots of marbling in it. That's going to be great. So that's probably, I'm going to say, a 4-pound piece right there. And we're just going to simply take the bone off. And again, you can have it just like this, or you can have the bone taken off. And we will be glad to do this for you. These knives are sharp, so we might as well do it for you than you try to do it yourself. I've got 4 different meat cutters that work here for me. They're all professionals. They all live in the area, and they will give you excellent service. I'll leave just a little bit attached on the end, so that when it cooks, you just cut the rest off, or cut the string, and it'll be ready to serve. This way you've got all the flavor of the bone in the meat. It helps it to be a little more tender, I think.
How would you cook that, Walt?
If I was going to cook this, I usually go around 20 minutes a pound at 325 degrees. I would start with this. First thing I would do is I would take some olive oil and just spread a light film of olive oil on the meat. It gives the spices something to stick to, and it helps form a nice little crust, which is really tasty with all the spices in it. But I would, after you spice it, put it in the oven, uncovered. That's real important. If you want it to be tender, really, really recommend putting it in uncovered. Put it bone side down, and like I said, around 20 minutes a pound at 325 degrees. And you would, that'll bring the interior temperature to right around 130, 135. And that will give you some pink in the middle, which most people really enjoy. It's great flavor. As you know, if you do bring it out, when you do bring it out, it'll certainly cook longer. So it may actually go up 10 degrees inside before you eat it. Once you get it out, let it sit for a half hour, uncovered again. If you do cover it, it'll actually almost steam the meat, and you'll lose that great ribeye flavor. So if you want a really good standing rib roast, I always leave it uncovered. And then it's ready to serve.